Hey YouTubers, Rival X Factor here, and I am on Talah Market, Conquest size large, 48-man player count, so not quite Zerg style. And by now you've noticed something massive in my hand. That is the 240B skill cannon with some sick-ass camo. Don't ask me what it is, it just showed up. I guess I must have hit some achievement. And I'm kind of equipping this thing differently than I usually equip weapons. Usually it's foregrip, heavy barrel, no grip, heavy barrel, or laser sight. The only thing I have on here that's kind of traditional for me is the foregrip. I put the flash suppressor on this. Why? Because this thing has a ton of kick, and the flash suppressor helps tame this thing down a little bit. So why do I like this weapon? Number one, it shoots about 650 rounds a second, so that's pretty good. But number two, 34 damage up close. That's 2 bullet kills. 3 bullet kills all day, every day. So if you get a chest shot, headshot, chest shot, that's your 2 bullet combination. Or if you get double headshot, right? Or if it's 3 to the chest, they're dead. Or 2 to the chest, 1 to the leg. Don't forget there's a 0.9 multiplier if you shoot somebody in the nether regions or the naughty bits, okay? So this can be a fun kit simply because in this map, you flank a ton and you surprise people. One of the worst things you can do is come up to 3 or 4 people and have an M16 AEK and not have enough bullets, get caught with a reload, switch to your pistol, maybe kill a guy, but you're probably suppressed and dead. The other beautiful thing about this, when in doubt, shoot. Why? Because suppression is such a nasty mechanism in Battlefield 3. That's one of my things on my Battlefield 4 wish list is make suppression a server-side setting. So us competitive guys, we can go back to just what a pure shooter should be, a competitive shooter should be, and it shouldn't have something like that, the competitive shooter. So there you see me doing the loop-de-doo, and one of the things that you need to try to do here is stand perfectly still when firing the skill cannon. When you strafe back and forth while ADSing, it increases the spread, and it doesn't play too nicely at those medium-long ranges. And in the background, Snipe is from the Minions is trying to join the server, and we're kind of talking some college basketball. I'm a huge Michigan fan, going back to way back to the Fab 5 days, and Michigan's kind of made the resurgence back into the basketball field with their performance this year. Tim Hardaway's kid, Glenn Robinson Jr.'s kid, Trey Burke from Columbus, and then a massive recruiting class coming in for next year. So I are excited. And there I peaked. I probably shouldn't have. So here's, you know, I didn't equip the laser sight. Again, here's where I could have used it, but look how fast that mowed that dude down at point blank range. Now, pay attention to the tap firing here and kind of like the microbursting I'm doing. I'm not shooting it like an asphalt, but I am getting 2 to 4 round bursts and just letting off in a quick manner. And this thing's nasty. It is absolutely nasty. The second you let off, this thing drops its spread pattern. And watch what happened there. That was a fake reload. Now look, 18 again. Why do you troll me, gun? So there's a nice little shot right there. Obviously with head glitchers and whatnot. Can you outshoot the AKs and M16s and whatnot? Probably not. But you have a good velocity bullet, and you have that suppression that is your best friend, and you can just keep the heads down. I want to shoot 2 bullets, keep this guy suppressed. I can do that because this gun has a pretty big suppression factor. So even though that guy's probably alive right there, I'm going to throw that to see if I get some hit marker. And I do, so he's still there. And I'm going to reload anyway because we're looking pretty good on the map. They need to come to me to get on the burn, right? And that's something else I want to talk about. If you're on the burn and there's a guy way off in the distance, don't peek him. Why? Because if he kills you and you're the only guy on the burn, guess what? Now he's on the burn. So you just kind of lost a flag. Now you got to try to regain that position. So when you're winning the burn or you're on the burn, try to play super defensive. When you're losing the burn, that's when you got to either think, okay, A, do I have squad mates that are going to spawn on me because there's 2 dead? Are they playing with me? Or B, do I just need to rush this guy and clear it off? And I was hoping to get a nice little back rage, but they were already taken care of. So as you can see, I don't have like a medic in my pocket. I've only been revived once or twice this whole round. That's the perks of playing alone 80% of the time. But here comes a friendly medic to revive me in the taco stand. And what better place than to go prone in said taco stand and reload, right? Because this is a system to reloading, right? So pushing the C burn, if you guys haven't seen, I did a quick map tips on this map, and I've done the C point. I think I've done the D point. Both are kind of meat grinders. I've gone over where the burns are, where the good hiding spots are, where the spawn spots are, right? So the spots you need to be looking at and worrying about while you're burning. So I've already covered a couple of those. I'm going to continue to do that series as well because it's a lot of fun for me, and knowledge is power, right? So now that we brought up D, how about we talk about an approach I'm making from our gimme side and how important D is. Number one, it gives you high ground. You're instantly on rooftops pushing towards C and A. That's an advantage. Number two, you're within close proximity of several flags, and it's an outlying flag. Is it worth giving up C to get? Yes. But don't give up the whole world to get it. It's more important to have a couple of these outer points so you make like a horseshoe shape and put the pressure on C. And I don't know how the sniper doesn't see me, but he still almost kills me. Good shot by him. I'm pretty sure he had an M417, so the only way to kill me there would have been a headshot. So he hit me in the head or the chest. So very nice shot by him. And this D push, there are spawns all over the place. I did a video on this. This is another meat grinder point. That guy dies, not sure where, so I need to take my time. There's two spawns where I'm at. There's a ton behind those rocks and arch to the right. So I need to be careful how I approach this, get a couple kills, and get on the burn. And that's one of my things that I can preach. Don't loiter around the point. If you're not on the burn, you're wasting time. Make a kill or two, save somebody's life, revive them, get on the point. Because what happens if you die in the middle of nowhere? Nothing, right? You gain nothing in the process. What happens if you die on the point? You at least start to burn that flag or counter that flag or give them something to worry about. And right here I'm watching a head glitch spot trying to pre-nade it because that is a great way to approach from those north 2 burn spots or this back ramp area, which I have to be really careful about because this D area, you can be surrounded easily. I'm low on ammo, so I switched to the old Magnum. And again, the reload process. So don't stand still on this point unless you're behind those rugs or kind of crouching or proning in various areas of safety. It's pretty nasty. And as you can see, this is a close match. We have a very small lead, but we're off the burn. What's that mean? That means they have more flags than us, and we are bleeding tickets left, right, and center. So this is going to be a very, very close finish, and I need to push back towards C. I could have gone towards E, but it takes a long time. C is one of the closest flags, and again, it's a nice benefit because C, that's the biggest skill kill I got this entire round. That one real hard. I worked that one right there. I worked really hard for that, I swear. So C is close to everything. That's the bonus of C. And all these red dots towards D, got to protect what you got. Put emphasis on that. If you're about to get blown off the map, turn around, go back to what you're losing. And I'm doing my best acrobat impression there. And here's a nice spot to hide, right here. Not prone, because you can't see what's coming, but crouch. Going prone is not good for business, simply because of the fact that you're kind of a sitting duck and you can't move very quickly. Sure, you got better recoil and spread, but does that help you if you're getting snuck up on? You hear the guy, but you can't turn quick enough. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, this 240B ownage. Again, I use flash suppressor foregrip on this kit. You can interchange the laser sight out, and it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed this, and I actually played quite a few Aftermath rounds with this and did really, really well. But you just have to know when to pick your fights and when to lay back and when not to peek. If you're low health, don't peek. You're going to get destroyed. And there's a situation where you just keep shooting. And here I'm in a nice little head glitch defensive position. Just keep shooting. They got blurry screen for days, probably the next 10 minutes or so. So as always, if you enjoy yourself or learn something, don't forget to give me the old thumbs up. Thanks again, YouTube, for watching. Thanks for supporting me. And as always, leave any questions or comments that you might have below. And I will do a control freak on this, so I can teach you guys the way I was kind of shooting this without the suppression and all the craziness going on. And that's where I wish I was a medic right there. I've been 3 revives, 3 tickets saved. Thanks again, YouTube. I tried my hardest, but it just didn't work.